Cry on the inside, you'll mildew. I don't want to go around smelling stinky.
I just love being grandma, and I have children who have no intentions of reproducing. So I am grabbing other people's grandchildren.
I'm not afraid to die. I don't want to die yet.
Preferment.
I'm preferment. I do only what I prefer to do.
That's a good one. That is a good one.
Ice cream is
That is a good one.
Welcome to my new show, GUTSY Women Over 60. I am Felicia Mabuza-Suttle. These golden gutsy girls are ready to talk. It's raining. It's thundering. You think they're going to come and say, these are gutsy women. They will all be there. And here you are. I'm still back at a little bit of this whole aging thing, just a little bit. I, for example, don't like to be called a grandma. I mean, I literally block people who call me grandma gogo or like nkhono. I just block them.
Yeah.
And they might be even complimenting me, and I'll still block them. I honestly and truly believe I'm a glamour. And a glamour is a woman too young to have a grandchild, but loves having a grandchild.
Yes.
Something like that. Yeah, that's the definition, I think.
And that's your right.
Yeah, I mean, I love being a glamour.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to get my granddaughter to call me a glam. I call it glam kid so that she can call me glam. No, that's not what Nana. And I didn't realize I'm picking up a Nana.
You don't like that?
It's just sound.
Yeah. And I think that we all are, because I was so happy when my first grandnephew started calling me Gogo. And I just love being grandma, and I have children who have no intentions of reproducing. So I am grabbing other people's grandchildren whenever I can and making anybody call me grandma. I love it. I love that.
Okay,
So
how do you guys feel about it?
different.
I think you said you.
It's super
you
fun.
love it.
I'm called Mama Boo.
Mama Boo.
And I have grandchildren and great-grandchildren.
Oh, okay.
Lots of them.
Yeah. I have a bonus grandchildren, and they call me my Linda because I didn't want to compete with the other grandmother. So they just call me my Linda because I said, I'll always be your friend. I'll always be there for you.
Oh,
That's pretty.
that's so sweet.
Yeah.
I don't have grandchildren.
You don't have
I don't have children. I have animal children. I always have. Yeah, but there's a lot of nieces and nephews in my world, and I have a cousin that's a celebrity, and she does not want to be called grandmother, so they call her Lala. It just happens to be L.A.
Oh,
where she lives.
okay. So I'm not the only one who feels that way
Yeah,
about grandma.
right.
Aging, the word aging bothers me. Maturing seems like a better word for me, like a good one.
Right.
And anyway, another glamour called Cher, in her 70s, mid-70s, in fact 78, is dating a guy in his late 30s, allegedly, or should I say reportedly? Whatever. I'm learning a new word.
Allegedly, reportedly.
What do you think about that?
I think
Young or
that's
old?
fine. That's perfectly fine.
Absolutely.
The age thing shouldn't, really matter. But I'll tell you where it does matter in the corporate world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you were there.
And this is the second time I've retired. I retired the first time and stayed retired for 4 years and had a good time, but I got very bored. I wasn't productive. I have a lovely home, animals, my beautiful husband, friends, but I wasn't attacking things and producing things. And so ironically, the timing was perfect. A little company just came calling, and I said, sure, I'll try it out. And I stayed about 2 years, and then I resigned. And this time, I'm not going back.
You told my husband that because he wanted to do marketing for it. He says, that is the best marketeer I have ever known.
Wow.
I said, she
I
is on
love him.
preferment now, not retirement. Let's talk about preferment. You know, you guys say, I've retired. Have you guys retired by any chance?
I'm probably not going to ever retire.
You and me both.
Yes, I love
think
what I do.
So-
I think so.
Retirement?
Preferment, retirement.
Preferment's
I'm
great.
preferment. I do only what I prefer to do.
There you go.
Brilliant.
Like what
Brilliant.
we're doing right now.
Exactly.
I'm going to shift as a flight attendant. We just hired a lot of 60-year-old flight attendants too. So yeah, with the company I work for. But I may shift over to what I prefer to do better. But yeah, I'm going to continue to fly for right now. Yeah, I enjoy it.
It's
And to be
fantastic.
able to go around the world for free.
Right. Oh, see, you can't beat that. Definitely. You
Make
can't
sure
beat
that your next trip is South Africa
Yes,
because
ma'am.
United flies there now.
Yes, it
I'm going
does.
to have to. Absolutely.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
and for me, you know, so I'm a priest, and I also do diversity work, and being able to preach and celebrate the Eucharist, I don't think I'll ever stop. And my father, right until he died, was still doing the Eucharist, even though he was doing it, you know, for small groups at home, quietly. And there is just something for me that is life-giving in being able to preach and preside over church services. And so I cannot imagine ever stopping.
And you can preach, girl.
Thank you.
My husband enjoys listening to your sermons, to your speeches. She speaks with such passion
Wow.
from the heart all the time. But she also hits the conscience when she talks.
That's wow.
But once we're on the subject now, let's talk about fear and loss, which is obviously something we think about all the time. Are you afraid to die?
I'm not. I made resolution a long time ago. And it really shocked me because being in the air, or one of the aircrafts I was on was struck by lightning once. And then all the other things, 9/11 and all the other things that have taken place, I asked myself, after 9/11, I had to force myself to go back to work because I was afraid. I didn't know what was going to happen. But it was, I think, during that time that I realized that I truly believe what it is I say I believe. I truly believe that there's a creator of creation, God, and he loves me, and I am going to be with him when I transition. And the only thing that I want to make sure is that I live here now, and I don't do anything to promote it. So I'm not afraid to die. I don't want to die yet.
Fear of losing a partner?
Ma'am?
Fear of losing a partner?
I don't have a partner. So there's no fear left. There's no fear. But I'm not afraid of dying, but I am afraid of the way that I would die. So there are ways that I pray I do not die. I don't want to drown. I don't want to burn. I would love to die like my grandfather and my father in their beds at night, and that would be a true blessing. But I'm not afraid of death itself. But I am a coward, so I am afraid of painful death.
But it won't last long. I don't think. I'm with you on that. I thought about the way, I always thought I would be shot.
Oh my
Isn't that
God.
funny? For years I thought that, but I have no reason to believe that. As in answer to what you ask of us, Felicia, I'm not afraid to die. What I'm afraid of, what worries me on occasion, and then I kind of push it away, is the business of, for example, my husband. You know, we're very independent. We're very, very together, but we're very independent. And for me to die, I'm afraid he's gonna have a hard time.
Yeah.
And so I try my best these days to talk to him about things. This is where that is. This is how to do that. And I want him to do the same for me, but not as much because I'm the lady of the house.
You know how to manage.
Yeah. Yeah. But dying is such a mystery, but I believe that we are born dying. From the minute we are born. Think about all the things we've been talking about with age, and we are all going to die.
Right.
And we have no way of knowing when. So we need to stop being afraid of it and just make sure we got our affairs in order.
Make sure that we're living.
Yes.
Depression. How do you deal with depression?
I haven't had any depression. I've been very lucky.
I think for me, I refuse it. I call it what it is. I think it's more oppression than depression. But then for me, I look at what is it that I'm eating? What is it that's eating me? What am I not doing? I just recently started seeing a counselor. And because even though I counsel other people, peer counseling, I thought, well, I don't need that. I know what I'm doing. I know how to do it. And then I started feeling some kind of way. The oppression, the fatigue, unexplained fatigue, and just a whole lot of other things. And it's like, well, maybe Linda Michelle, you know what, maybe you do need to talk to someone, and I'm so thankful that I did. She gave me a graft on feelings, and it was a feeling wheel. And she said, what is it that's really at the root of those feelings? So that's what I've started doing. What is it when I'm sad? What is it that's going on? Well, is there fear? Is there guilt? What's actually going on? So I'm looking at it like that. And I'm not afraid to say what I'm feeling anymore.
Do you feel down a lot? You're a caregiver, and they say caregivers are usually women. And tend to find themselves very depressed most
Absolutely. One of the statistics is 23% of dementia caregivers are women, and 1 in 3 are over 65. And I've been doing it for so long. I first cared for my mama, before that my grandmother, then an aunt. At first it was confusing. I was angry. I was fatigued. I was feeling, just a lot of different feelings until I took charge. Until I said, okay, wait a minute. I have to, oxygen mask theory. If I don't take care of me, I can't take care of mama. I can't take care of my husband. But then I've learned that you need to keep that oxygen mask on for as long as you want. Whatever that means, taking naps, taking walks, doing respite at home. So
I know you invited me to come and take a walk with you instead and talk
instead
about
of dinner.
what we're going to do, which is quite interesting.
Yeah, that's what I prefer. And, I just went to a restaurant recently and I felt some kind of way. Something wasn't right after I finished the meal, and I realized I hadn't used regular oil, and maybe it was a lovely salmon, but I think they cooked it in regular oil instead of olive oil. So my body is used to different things now where I'm taking better care of it. So do I feel depressed a lot? Sad sometimes. And I've started crying. I've started letting my tears come out. I heard a long time ago.
It's healthy.
Yeah, it is healthy.
Yes.
On one of the sitcoms, Urkel, the character Urkel said, if you cry on the inside, you'll mildew. I don't want to go around smelling stinky.
Yes.
And that's one thing that the counselor helped me to realize, that it is good to go ahead and cry. I told her I don't want to cry because if I'm in Walmart, I'll feel like I'm going to lay down on the floor and just, start, just waddling
down.
But you cry on the plane. I've felt a moment. My mama loved clouds, and even when I'm up there, I just feel so close to God, and I just love the freedom of being up there. So I'll have a moment. I'll go into the restroom, close the door, in 2 or 3 minutes, I'm back out. Nobody knows, but I allow myself to feel so depressed.
So that's how you get yourself out of a rut.
Yes, ma'am.
How do you guys get yourself out of a rut?
How?
I would eat.
Oh, that's a good one.
Ice cream
That is a good one.
Ice cream is
That is a good one.
Staying busy with important things that have value, keeps me out of a rut. It's the purpose. Our motto in my company is changing the world one audience at a time. And so the things that we produce have important messages that actually change people for the better. And so that keeps me out of a rut. What about you?
For me, it is the work that I do. I think that being around young people actually, and it's a two-way thing. So it's that learning from them, getting some of the passion that they continue to have around issues, and then sharing the struggles, because especially now with the young people who are protesting on college campuses, that they are asking about when we were protesting,
Yes.
so what did you do, and so that exchange is actually what keeps me out of rut, is knowing that there is a new generation who is interested in learning from our experiences against apartheid, and is interested in our stories, and is also at the same time encouraging me to see that there are people who care about the larger world, and not simply about how much are they going to make in their annual bonus.
Yeah.
Well, this was heavy. Messed up my makeup, girl. When we come back, we're going to talk about beauty and fashion, just to lighten up a little bit. And then we'll also get into purpose.